a lot of people that are around our age love it, and that's totally cool. I get the appeal. It just was never something that's like I can't hold as much nostalgia as most people from our generation can.
Yeah.
But totally cool.
I am glad to see more other people remember lost tapes. Also, Bedlam looks like you're about to just tell us when you want us to get on, and we will happily do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad more people than I thought remembered lost tapes. I thought this was just a meme for so long. Happily do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad. Yeah, that's the problem with it. It pulled too many punches.
Yeah.
Which granted, it was on Nickelodeon, so
I didn't hate it or anything. It just wasn't something that I was way more interested in Tales from the Crypt than I was in, you know. And then on my Saturday nights, I usually was spending them with Joe Bob either on the movie channel or when he was with PBS.
Monster Vision.
Yeah, Monster Vision. And then when I was really young, it was just the movie channel at what was it? Something.
All right, I'm ready.
Driving with Joe Bob. I think it was just the Joe Bob, and it just was amazing. So that's how I spent my Saturday nights. And I didn't spend that much time with him on Monster Vision because I was a teenager, and I would go out sometimes. So, but whenever I didn't, that's who I would spend the time with.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's a good thing for the chat. Do y'all have any favorite episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Okay, this might be a loaded question, and this will probably be what we'll go out on. What is everybody's favorite segment episode from any anthology horror TV show? Be it Tales from the Dark Side, all of those.
Oh, she's ready.
Okay, also they're ready.
To be continued.
Also they're ready. So feel free to go hop over there to their stream and continue on the channel crawl. We will stay on just for another couple minutes so we can hear everybody's thing, and then we will be taking our lead.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I get that, Angela. I get that.
I need to check that out. Definitely.
Okay.
But yeah. What would be your all-time?
I get that. Probably what I just said, the Lamb of Slaughter, because you got to remember, I saw the Nick at Night. Okay, I want to set this up so you'll understand why this is so important. Nick at Night used to be like really good. It kind of was starting to get shitty when I was like in the late 90s, early 2000s. But when I was a kid, Nick at Night was my jam. I fucking loved Mr. Ed, and I loved like the Lucy Show, all these old shows, and I loved them. But they would also play things like Dragnet, and they would play things like the Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and I loved it. And I just happened to be doing the channels one night, and they were playing that damn Lamb to Slaughter. And as a kid, and I was a little.
Okay, can you guys hear me and see me? Just let me know if you guys can. Okay.
Not for you, Deacon. Jesus.
You can't go to bed.
You can't go to bed.
Okay. And Halloween isn't over yet.
Halloween is not over until the sun's up, damn it.
Yeah, which I guess in your case it is. But for the rest of us who still have darkness, we've got it.
Okay.
So this is where we take our lead.
This is where we are taking our lead.
Thank you so much, guys, for enjoying, spending some of your Halloween with us during the witching hour. Thank you for having us. Sorry we didn't have a more structured thing. Hope you enjoyed my booze. And with that, go check out our next channel, and I imagine they're going to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
And we'll
enjoy
see
the rest
you guys.
of the Halloween hoot night.
Yeah. And hopefully, if I'm not there, Trenchy, it's like only because I'm old and tired. But I'm going to try to stay up for your segment.
Yes. I will at least be up for your segment, Trenchy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So with that.
Oh, also, I want to do this all night. God damn it! The fucking push pin. Damn it! The fucking. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Like a Picasso.
Good night, everybody. Happy Halloween.
I'm gonna give it a couple minutes to let you guys all arrive. Are you guys having fun? Are you guys having a fun stream? I'm sorry I'm sorry for the long delay. I was trying to set the Netflix up on my TV, and it's just I was wrestling with the cables and all that stuff, and I was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna watch this on my laptop. I'm not gonna. It's not fair to you guys, and it's not fair to me. So, yeah, just gonna do this old school. I'm not used to. Hell yeah, Solus. I hope we have time. I asked Deacon if we could watch the first and second episodes, but I don't know if we'll have time to do both. Oh yeah. I'm gonna probably watch the whole episode with this on, wearing this. Dude, we're all off tonight. I've been so okay. It's been a fun train wreck. It has certainly been something. It's had its glitches, but I would call this first stream, a complete success. You guys all did a freaking amazing job on it, in my opinion. Just like, you guys are all awesome. Hey, Queenie. I thought your stream was great. So, should we start, or does anybody want to join me in the camera? Because I need someone to bounce off with. I can't sit here talking mostly to myself. So if any of you guys want to join, just let me know and I'll add you in. And also, of course, if you guys can set up your if you guys have Netflix, that's what I'm using to watch this episode. If you could set up the Haunted Mask, we could all watch it together. So I think both episodes are 45 minutes to an hour long. Do we have time to watch both? Because it's already 12:34, and the next person gets on at 2. Also, Jen, if you guys are watching this from Jen's reviews, I really do appreciate so much for you guys stalling for me. I really, really do appreciate it. So thank you for doing that. So, are we waiting for more people to get in, or because they posted a link in the chat? Do you think we should just start, or? I literally have never streamed from this before, you guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea what I'm doing. No idea what I'm doing. Okay, you guys. I guess we should just start then. So if you have your copy all set up to go, I do. Yeah. Again, is anybody, last chance, does anybody want to join in the video? Any takers? Just please, I'm not kidding. I want you guys to join. I'm so scared right now just doing this as I don't know how to entertain you guys. I'm legitimately so nervous. You're right. Yeah, you're right, Trenchy. It is on Netflix. That's where I'm watching my coffee from. Yeah, Trenchy, if you want it, just let me know and I'll try to invite you in. Uh, how do you add people on this? Oh. Okay, guys, I'm going to send a link. Okay, and copy and yeah, I just saw it, Solus, and I just put the link in the chat on my YouTube. So if you guys see it, just come on in. Hey, another person. Oh, thank you, Mark.
No worries.
Hey, another person. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me just mute this.
No worries.
Did I? Okay. Is there an echo?
That was coming from my end.
Oh, okay. I get so nervous about doing this.
Don't don't get nervous. Just relax and just let it let it go. If I used to be the same way.
None
I
of
used
us
to, I used to hate talking in front of camera.
I need people to bounce off of them. Like, I cannot hold up a conversation like this on my own. I cannot talk to a camera like this for long periods of time, you know?
You got this, man. You got this shit.
Indeed, you are just one of those people like me and a few other people. You need to have someone there, or at least two people there that you can bounce off of. I understand that, so don't panic. Just breathe in, breathe out, and know that you are with non-judgmental people, just some people who tend to have their gears ground a bit too tight.
And we're gonna watch like one of the best kid horror episodes of all time. If you think about it.
Absolutely, and we have more than ample time to do so.
Do we have time to watch both, or do only the first one?
You have 2 hours from your time, which would be Bedlam. I just need to check the thingamajiggies.
More than enough time. Like an hour.
What time is you? What time zone are you again, Bedlam?
From 12 to 2.
So it's 12 for you. Okay. I will find it. It is here somewhere. MDT. So for me, that's 7 a.m. So that's. All right, I have found you. You have 92 minutes altogether. So more than enough time to fit both marathon episodes in with banter.
Okay. So let's just get right into it. You guys have your thing set up?
Yep, I have number 1, which is episode 1 and 2 of the original First Haunted Mask. If someone needs the link, please let me know and I will share it.
Oh, dude,
Mark, Trumpy, do you guys have yours set up?
I'm good to go.
In that case, Trenchy, I will send it to you via private message, so you've got the first part ready.
Oh, I got it on Netflix, man. I just
awesome, Trenchy. He's always on the ball, isn't he?
I'm not going to answer that one because if I do, it'll get me in trouble.
If you do, it's because he's always on his 2 bars.
We're gonna leave this poor guy alone. We're not doing this on this channel, man.
All right. We'll leave the Beldam alone. We will leave him alone. So, if you count us down, my good man, we shall start the stream and the conversation as we go.
Okay. I'm going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
I have to admit, the Goosebumps theme tune is always good.
God, this is such nostalgia for me.
I know, it's a blast from the childhood.
One of my favorite stories come alive. The Haunted Mask is a frightening Halloween story about a girl named
I do like the jack-o'-lanterns and masks behind him to give you the prelude that this story is going to be about haunted masks and Halloween.
The family and friends.
You will beware. You're in for a scare.
And you're right, Trenchy. This is one of the best episodes.
Oh, I am never going to argue against that. This is a decent episode. It was definitely a good choice, Mr. Beldam. I have to give it to you.
In a few minutes, you're going to see favorite superhero
I thought it was an obvious choice because it's Halloween and it's the first episode. I thought we'd just like kick it off with a bang.
Horror begins with
Oh, you'll be surprised about how many people overlook this episode because it's not automatic with Halloween because people who watch Goosebumps just watched it for the scariness, not for the association. Nowadays, it's becoming a cult classic.
Mm.
Alright, just to make sure I am
But it's just in time for Halloween.
doing another pimp tweet for you.
I love that this was the first episode of the show. This like they wanted to start it off strong.
Novelty shop. Wow. That definitely makes it scary, huh?
Alright, I have pimp tweeted out Mr. Beldam. And I do really apologise for getting your name wrong. I need new glasses because the D and the L were swapping over.
No, it's alright.
I think someone's followed us here, Sabrina.
I know it's alright, but I still feel like I need to apologise. It is your name, your moniker, after all.
Yeah,
Why'd you have to wait till the last
I named it after the other member from Coraline, actually.
Yeah, because I had to do a bit of research, and yes, it's based after, your name is based after a historical act as well as a historical term for witch. So I am completely sorry I got that wrong.
I'm sorry.
The only criticism with this episode is I thought the actors were like a lot older than like how they were in the book. Because in the book they're like probably about to think is 12 or 11.
Let me use my internet kung fu for a second.
What?
You should have seen your face.
That's the best one yet, Curly Man.
Carly, guys, slow down.
Ah, here it is. You are absolutely correct, the Beldam, because all of the characters in this episode, in the book, should be 11 years old.
At your house, they pretended they were prowlers. That wasn't funny.
It's good acting. Don't get me wrong, but like it's just a little nitpick. Cause it's the same thing. It's the same issue I had with the Goosebumps movie. All the characters were freaking in high school, and like the majority, like the market for Goosebumps was like between 8 and 12-year-olds.
No, I completely agree with you. When it comes to the movies, the adaptations, the TV shows, everything, they should aim for a maximum age of the actors of 14. Anything over that, it becomes unbelievable because they have enough consciousness and enough awareness to know what's real and what's not.
I don't like being afraid, okay?
Right.
It's okay.
And in the chat, we have Arthur Bremer going, "Great stream, Mark. Also, Trenchy makes my privates go volcanic and wet. Had to go and get more in. Panties, that is."
Hey, everybody home? It's me. Hi. Oh, hey, are you okay? Huh? Did something happen to you? No, nothing. What's your problem? I don't know. It's your eyes. You look. It's nothing.
You know, this might be an unpopular opinion,
Just
but I think the
asking.
second
Hey, come here, I
episode
wanna
in
show you
Book to the Haunted Mask is underrated.
No, I can kind of agree with you with that. When it comes to R.L. Stein's literature work, when it comes to his sequels to stories, they tend to get buried underneath the original. Whereas sometimes, well, at least most of the time, he's perfected it in the sequel to make it more impactful, but it gets overshadowed by the original.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Deacon. Because
Just asking.
when I talk to people like about Goosebumps, like the first thing that comes to their mind is the Haunted Mask. Like, what's their favorite book? It's always the Haunted Mask. I'm like, the Haunted Mask. It's a good story. Like, it's up there, but there are tons of other underrated Goosebumps books besides the Haunted Mask.
Yeah, I think if they were to remake Goosebumps with modern technology, a bit like Ghostwatch earlier, they would kick it out of the park.
They could have had that with the movies, but they relied too much on comedy, in my opinion. They didn't make it scary enough, and Goosebumps balanced the horror with the comedy perfectly.
Oh, there's a reason for that, Mr. Beldam, and the reason for that is Jack Black took half of the budget.
I put it on your bed. You made that costume?
Yeah.
If he took what he was offered, which was a quarter of the budget, I think it would have been better.
Costume. Great, thanks, Mom. Well, go and take a look.
At least they would have had another $25 million to work with.
Last thing I want to be on Halloween is cute. I want to be scary.
Deacon Arner has pointed out you got so much rum in you, you're starting to look like Captain Jack Sparrow.
I'm gonna take this ship.
I do like Jack Black as an actor, but I thought I was hesitant when he heard that he was gonna play R.L. Stine, because like he doesn't really have like the kind of thing that R.L. Stine has.
I agree with you. That is one of my gripes. They should have chosen someone who was a bit older and a bit creepier.
Right.
And a little
He can,
Jack Black is creepy.
yeah, Jack Black can't do creepy. He can do eccentric,
Yeah.
but not creepy.
I was laughing a lot in the movie. I don't want to like laugh too much when I think of Goosebumps.
No, I completely agree.
Like I'm on the part where he bites into the sandwich and has a worm in it. That shit is like, that is disgusting. Like, I was like, and if you know about like the behind the scenes thing when they filmed the scene, they actually shot the scene 12 times. So and every time they used a real worm in that sandwich.
Isn't that right, Steve?
The problem with Jack Black, and I love him for his music, but his acting, he can only do one style, and that's it. He's worse than Adam Sandler when it comes to styles.
I don't know about that. Like, at least like I like some of Adam Sandler's movies, so like at least you can understand Jack Black when he talks. Like, Sandler always does like this goofy voice. And just
Yeah. He seems to play the same character from The Pick of Destiny over and over and over again. So when it came to Goosebumps, they needed someone who had a bit of a shock value. I mean, just to think outside the box, the lead mortician in Mortuary Tales on Shudder, he would have been an awesome R.L. Stine. I'm sorry, he would have.
He would have.
He would have not only hit it out of the park, but he would have also gone up to the umpire and beaten to death with the bat.
That was Clancy Brown, actually. He looked just like freaking Angus. He looked like Angus Scrim from the from Phantasm, like to a T. Did you notice that? Did you pick that up when you watched that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he looked identical to that.
Yeah. The best way to put it is if he was willing to go a bit more monotone with the way he spoke, which is admittedly a bit extreme because he was monotone already, he would play the perfect tall man for Phantasm.
I agree. Clancy Brown is well. Let's look at the obvious. Clancy Brown is huge. He's a big guy.
He overtowers everyone.
Yeah, people don't stop to realize just how small Angus Scrim really was.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I've done a height comparison. And if you were to put me next to him, I would appear near his elbows.
Yeah, Clancy Brown is a big man.
Oh, yeah. So he could play the tall man. No problems.
Yeah, without any special prosthetics.
And if you want the origin of this theory, the person who came up with this suggestion in the first place, Jen, from Jen's Reviews from the Grave.
She's right.
Yep, she's the first person I heard coined this.
Also, really quick, I just saw your notification, Mark. Thank you for subscribing to the channel.
No
Mark
worries. You
gets a bow.
You subscribed to you here, so I'm returning the favor.
Thank you.
Mark's a decent guy.
You hear me?
Oh, please, I really need a mask. It won't be long.
But yeah,
Everything I have is up on the walls.
when you think of
5 minutes.
iconic movie villains, everybody always, goes Jason, Michael, Freddy. Nobody ever says the tall man. And he was doing it better.
Tall man's dope.
To me. To me, the tall man was always scarier than Michael or Freddy or Jason.
The first time I saw Phantasm, I didn't really know what to think of it. Like, it was such an odd, out there movie for me. Like, I really have to give it a second watch.
And I'm sure it was that way for a lot of people because it wasn't just a strict horror movie. It blended sci-fi, action, and horror all together. Yeah, I can hear you, Trench, when you speak.
Oh, I've been talking the whole time. And no one seems to hear it.
No, because it seems like I hear you, but then it's like you go silent for some reason.
I don't know. I've been listening the whole time.
That's a 9.
Oh my god. Sorry, I turned my camera off because I thought I was going to liquid and not gas. Oh my god, but that felt so much better now. Haha.
Oh, you guys know about the if you guys read about R.L. Stine growing up, you know about the thing with the duck costume is actually based on a real event in his life.
I would not be surprised because R.L. Stine is a prolific writer. I know back in the 90s in English schools and probably Americans as well, they were teaching that R.L. Stine didn't write any of his books. Whereas nowadays we can sit there and go, yeah, he fucking wrote all of them. He may have had help, but he wrote all of them.
It's made with real good in the hair.
He said the majority of them were ghost written. Like they were written by different writers.
Yeah, I can believe ghost written, but if R.L. Stine's willing to sit there and edit them to put them into his style,
yeah,
Yeah, then he's put the effort in.
Yeah, he may not. You're right. He may not have written all of them, but he certainly had a hand in like helping with the development of them.
Yeah, and if you do a deep dive into R.L. Stein's legal history, you will find that every story that was ghost written, he's paid 50% of any revenue to the ghost writer.
I don't see.
So he's not a cheapskate. He pays respect to whoever helps him.
So can Steve would just die.
So he gives seriously, he gives a cut of the profits to the ghostwriters.
Yeah, anything that he earns from the books, TV shows, or movies, if the ghostwriter has helped make it, he gives them 50% of whatever he earns.
That's generous of him.
It's generous, noble, and practically unprecedented for someone to even give up 50% of their royalties to anyone. So, as far as I'm concerned, R.L. Stein is up here in respect.
I actually have a couple of copies of like the knockoff Goosebumps books that people were trying to like sell when Goosebumps was like was huge, was popular in the 90s. Like people were trying to cash in on that and to create like they were trying to create more like more Goosebumps type books for kids.
You're talking about the Goosebumps pulp fiction. The stuff where it's knockoffs, not ghostwriters in R.L. Stein's manner, but ghostwriters using their own manner.
Let me show you guys real quick. I literally have a couple of copies.
Dude, we've got time. Let the movie carry on, and we'll watch in the background, dude.
So apparently, these books were seen as Goosebumps knockoff.
Yeah, you can tell by the artwork and the font. Shivers.
I like the title. It's catchy.
It rolls off the tongue a bit better than Goosebumps.
Actually, no.
I think Goosebumps is better.
When it comes to the fiction, Goosebumps wins. I guarantee. And when it comes to terminology, Goosebumps versus Shivers.
Look, even the text isn't like it's freaking generic.
Oh, they use the basic archetype text. Not Goosebumps, not R.L. Stein's traditional off-peak gothic text.
There's even a character in this book named Carly. Freaking shameless.
You gotta look on the bright side. That's a knockoff book.
Yeah.
I've got a book from Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, Good Omens. 1/3 of it is misprinted as a murder mystery. 1/3 of it is misprinted as a romance novel, and the other third is a Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman novel.
Wait up, I want to see what your gun costume looks like. Mom, headed that recording was supposed to be Sabrina's by
How much does an editor have to be in order to produce a book like that?
Have fun with Sabrina.
Already put the mask on.
Okay, thanks, Mom.
I get the feeling whoever published that book was on meth.
Was it what?
Was on meth.
Which one?
Or cocaine.
Or both.
I'd agree with both. Meth and cocaine.
I let you. I am sorry.
It's hard to see out of that thing.
Hey, let's go. Crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
Well, on a side note, apparently I definitely won Queenie Todd's costume competition tonight.
Congrats.
Call me back. Hey, Sabrina. Boom.
That was some costume you had.
The costume I had was a full from head to toe dark man, including burn makeup.
It looks so real. Where'd you get it? Oh, it's me. It's who I used to be. Used to be. Forget it. Steve. Oh, we'll find them. Oh. You really want to scare them from me, don't you? More than anything else in the world. Come on, let's go.
See, I must be the only other person that thinks wearing that kitty cat mouse costume next to the big latex cat mask would make you feel pathetic and childish.
So, where'd you find that mask?
Yeah.
Did you? Did you buy it at that weird store? Was it alive? I guess.
Although
They did a really good job with that effect, though, making it look like it's like a real face.
yeah, they did, with the effect of it slowly becoming her own head. It works.
I think you should take it off.
The only thing is, I am just having one hell of a bad brain fart. Yeah, I think that comment can go without being said.
Gotcha. Should have seen your face. It was the best. The best? Did you actually think I was going to hurt you? It's not that funny, Carly Beth. It's a little sick. I'm sorry. I'm just staying in character, you know.
Oh, Jen's got to go to bed and have a good night. So we shall say goodbye to Jen. Thank you for your stream earlier.
Thank you, Jen, for stalling for so long. Sorry, I was fighting with the cables and everything.
Oh, no, sorry, I got it mistaken. Jen has still turned up. She's just commented with, as someone who is a massive fan of Good Omens, that sounds amazing. And Arthur's turned around and said, hey, Jen. I thought he said, bye, Jen.
Oh.
I do apologize, Jen. You can spank me anytime as long as you're not wearing the balloons.
Scary mask. What are you supposed to be? A giant hamster? No.
Wait, do you want her to dress up as sexy Ed Gein when she does it, Deacon?
Too scary.
Sexy Ed Gein, or how about a sexy Dr. Hannibal Lecter?
Say.
Either way, I can. Even if she does a Hannibal Lecter, I can literally turn around and say, "Yes, you have permission to eat my ass."
You tell your sick little friend that I'm going to call the police.
And that is your blue joke for the entire stream.
Such a Karen.
Look at Ovek's face.
Carly Beth, that's she's calling the cops on you. I'm not afraid of her. She's calling the cops on you. Somebody else. Somebody I don't. What's happened to you? You're like somebody else. Somebody I don't even know.
Well, that's what Halloween is for, to be someone who you're not. Or to be who you are without remorse.
Exactly.
Something I think that the Haunted Mask 2 does better than this episode is actually it has more Halloween atmosphere than this one.
I can kind of agree with you on that one. This one just gives off the feel of a costume event in a small town Whereas in number 2, you get the feeling of a Halloween event in a town.
Yeah. The second one feels just more, I guess, cinematic in a way.
It feels more, I don't want to say realistic, but more dark and down to earth.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
And who out there doesn't like any horrors that bring it more to the real world?
What should we do now?
It will definitely play havoc with kids' imagination.
Go in here. Really? Come on, it's Halloween. Come on. Are you sure? Eve, come on.
Ooh, and before I forget, Arthur has said in the chat, I remember in the 90s they had choose your own ending style Goosebump books.
I remember those.
Yeah, I kind of miss the pick your own adventure books in RPG games because they've slowly faded out of existence, even though each time you picked it up, you could have a different interaction with the media.
I don't think I was ever a fan of those books. I like to read books that have just like a clear beginning, middle, and end. I don't like to bounce around in like way.
No, that's fair enough. Everyone's got their own preference. For me, I don't mind bouncing around, but then again, I'm used to Terry Pratchett, and he bounces around everywhere.
Great. Wouldn't this be easier at your house? Chuck!
See, at this point, with the talking head on a pole, the only joke you can think of is, I bet that gives good head.
Well, you damn sure can't say it. Well, I bet she gives great helmet.
Yeah, because it's no longer a helmet, it's definitely a head.
Exactly.
I've been waiting to do that all night.
Come on.
See, I wish I could get a mask like hers that fits snugly full over, but unfortunately, I have a too small a head.
Yeah. This thing fits tight on my head.
Big deal. Really get a kick
Yeah, I think the only reason I'm comfortable in this one is because it was sculpted to actually fit.
Yeah.
Hey, you can hear something. Yeah, right. No, I mean it.
And here we see the obligatory Michael Myers shot.
The Halloween shot, also known as the money shot.
That too.
Oh, we have Jen and Art finally saying hello in the chat. Jen, you're like Art, and Art, you're like Jen.
You probably that's right. You're really scared.
This is Cardi West.
Okay, let's have a guess.
I take it anyway.
How are you making that weird voice?
She sounds like Trenchy on Helium.
This The only thing she will never be able to do is have the laugh that Trenchy does.
Apologize?
Yeah, Trenchy's got the iconic laugh. The
Have you
only
guys-
person. Ooh, after you, sorry.
Well, I was gonna ask, have you guys seen the new design for the Haunted Mask on like the more modern Goosebumps books?
No,
No.
not yet. I'm kind of waiting until my niece and nephew spawnlings get to about 12, and then I'm going to be reading the books.
Apologize to her.
Well, the new design looks like a Green Goblin.
I promise you, I wish you never met her.
I'm sorry.
It has these. It has like the face looks like the Green Goblin. And it has like these long pointed ears, yellow eyes. It's just, whenever I see it now, I just think of it looks like Sam Raimi's Green Goblin.
Well, I don't blame you, because a lot of people have pinched her style for the goblins nowadays. And that's because R.L. Stein actually got a decent person to make the masks. Oh, and we have Arthur in the chat saying, "Oh, I like Jen already, Deacon." Glasses on, cool smile.
Plus, the original illustrations for the original Goosebumps books, Tim Jacobus, were like literally eye-catching 90s eye candy. It's what drew us to those books when we were kids. It's the cover art.
Yeah, when you're young, it's all about how it looks and the aesthetic of it to draw you in. You don't think about the people or the actors, just, oh, they look cool. Oh my god, that witch! She has such a long nose. It's so bad. She could get a bloody job in porn. Right in my face, lady.
Well, you're way ahead of us, Deacon.
Am I?
Yeah, we're at the part where she runs into Sabrina again.
What timestamp are you at?
12:45.
I will go forward to 13 minutes for delay. There we go. He's having a go at her in the shop saying, "How dare you with the masks."
I was worried about you.
Am I at the right spot?
What happened to your hands?
Yeah.
Awesome. I must have pressed play a bit early.
I got rid of it.
Time dilation. It's a pain in the butt.
You know that. Did you find Chuck and Steve?
Whenever we made this episode, I wonder if they could actually make the mask look scarier than it is now.
You didn't hurt them, did you?
Art just said in the chat, he said, the next time anybody does a female villains list, Carly Beth has to make that list. I don't know, Art. She'd be up against some pretty stiff competition.
Wait until 24 minutes and 30 seconds in, then she will be available, or at least get to the pedigree of villain list.
Good idea.
When I stopped it and went back, I was in the cemetery.
Just a little bit after the cemetery bit. That's when you realise she has a dark streak.
Still, I'm not taking anything away from Goosebumps. When you think of villains at least in female villains in in horror movies,
Freaking out here.
Carly Beth is
We're gonna try and then we'll ask my mom to help
is
cut it off.
dark, but
Okay.
she's still up against some really stiff competition.
It's not even her though. It's the map that's turning her evil.
Right. And from the Trenchy, because he is commenting in the private chat. Can you guys hear me? Not at the moment, 'cause you're not talking.
No line between the mask and your chest.
Trenchy, 811. I love how he starts becoming the old man. And just 10 minutes ago,
Oh, no,
like he's got out of breath and sounds hoarse.
I'm gonna tell
Chatting
my
about the
mom.
old guy in the costume shop.
Eyes in the mirror. What about them?
Did I get that right, Trenchy?
Eyes don't look like that.
3 once for yes, twice for
Those are
no.
my eyes. Where are my eyes? Where am I? You're scaring me. It's me. This isn't me. Coming back. Coming back. Come back.
Come back, Wilson.
What are you?
I wonder why Catherine Long didn't do any other episodes besides this one.
It's supposed to be me, but I'm not.
Is she the one who gets trapped in the mask?
Yes.
Right. And I'll try and nail my internet kung fu.
Oh wait, I forgot to.
Wait up, I want to see.
I forgot to tell Art. We already did a female villains list on with Martin.
Your duck costume looks like.
So let's set mine.
Kind of better hurry. I was supposed to be Sabrina's by
Oh, that
7:30.
is true.
Sabrina can wait. Oh, that must be your dad. I hope his trip's going well. Have fun.
Are you looking for the timestamp?
With Sabrina and be careful,
Oh, no.
okay?
Looking at the
Hello. Oh, hi, honey. Is Chicago going well?
Okay, that explains it. Catherine Long, who starred in this episode and in The Haunted Mask 2, the episode after The Haunted Mask 2, she graduated from high school and ended up getting a job in multi-discipline curriculum for acting, classical education, and legal adjudication. So she has gone into academia after she finished Goosebumps.
So she's not. Is she acting still, or did she move on from that?
She gave up as soon as she finished with Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask 2. That was her last acting role.
Oh, okay. Because, like, yeah, I never saw her in anything else.
Yeah, since then she's been in academia, either teaching or, according to her portfolio, being hired as a consultant when it comes to teenage or pre-teenage actors. So she's made a career for herself.
Carly back?
Yeah.
Hey, Sabrina. Boo. Excellent.
I mean, a lot of the young actors that were in Goosebumps, like, they became pretty big names nowadays. Like Ryan Gosling was in a Goosebumps episode.
Yeah, I do have to admit, most people that appeared either in Goosebumps or some of the Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes have actually gone on to big things.
Used to be. Forget it.
And we have Arthur coming in with
We'll
the
find them.
obvious. She was in the second one.
You want to scare them tonight, don't you? More than anything else in the world. Come on, let's go.
Sorry, I just had to make that joke. Yeah, she was in the second one, but after the second one, she moved on to academia. See, I kind of like the meta-ness of her carrying around her own head on a stick.
Yeah, that's
Where'd you buy that mask?
bloody brilliant.
You didn't make it, did you? Did you buy it at that weird store? Was it
And
a
now
lot?
does the line of "She gives good head" ba-bum-tsh, come into play.
Hurry up!
I can't believe this, but it feels like this.
Hurry up!
I'm serious, it's close. What's it made of? It isn't made of real skin, is it? Maybe. Probably bet that's gross. It feels so warm. It's white, Sabrina. I think you should take it off. Why? I think it's really disgusting. I said, but it's too weird for words. Stop it! What are you doing? Gotcha. She just in your face and was the best. The best? Did you actually think I was going to hurt you?
And the solar temperature is saying, "I'm having issues with support and change." Oh,
You know,
check
you're
the
doing a good job. I like scaring people. Usually I'm the one that's always afraid of everything. Well, next time you decide to observe that,
Trenchie, we could not hear you at all, even though you were talking. We do apologise and sorry you had to drop out of the chat, Mike. Pretty sure the Blind Dam would not have been rejoining again. Just give it a go, see if your microphone's working.
Trick or treat.
Oh, that's what I call a scary mask.
What are you supposed to be? A giant hamster?
No, cat.
A giant hamster.
I don't like the other one, Mom. Too
She's supposed to
scary.
be a cat. She looks like a gerbil.
Right?
You better watch what you say to me if you know it's good for you.
Listen, don't frighten her like that. She's just a little girl.
Oh, that's sad.
Hey, cut it out.
You don't
Oh, it's Halloween. Don't scare the poor little cutie.
Tell your
That's
sick
what I was doing.
mom.
No,
Oh, yeah, I can do whatever I want.
shit.
Wait up! See, look at Oveg's face. Probably got that old bags and she's calling the cops on you.
Don't get hurt.
What happened to you? You're like
Trenchie, you know it's not the same without you.
No.
Try again, please feel free. We do understand technical difficulties do happen, especially since they have released the Gremlins.
Forget it. Let's just go back to my house, okay? No. It's my night. Halloween is my night. It's one night I get to have fun. The one night I don't have to be pitiful, terrible Carly Beth. Carly Beth, no. I'm sorry. Carly Beth.
And I think that was what was so funny about that the mock radio is you were the reporter, you were the radio DJ, and I was it's like I was the field reporter. And it
Yeah.
I think we had everybody in the chat dying.
I have no idea because for my own sanity, I didn't have YouTube up on my stream. It was just okay, pick this, just because I didn't want to know what the chat was saying or what the stream was
Come on,
doing.
it's Halloween.
So hopefully people enjoyed it. And as long as I feed off everyone's humor, I am absolutely goddamn happy.
Oh, you made Martin's night with all the new bands that you got him introduced to.
Awesome. I'm glad I was able to do that. And if it's a monthly thing, then we'll hopefully more bands, because I will message bands. Because I don't like ripping people off, if that makes sense. Makes sense in my head, but I don't know about anyone else's. Hello, Trenchy, he's back. Oh my god.
16 men, not a dead man's chest.
Trenchy, do you have a headset with a
Treasure. Pirate's treasure.
So these guys look like they're freaking like 12 or 13 years old, but they look like they're dressed up as 6-year-olds, like their costume designs.
In that case, my dear Trench, due to lag and stuff like that, if you type anything into the private StreamYard chat, I will read it out loud for you.
Is he having technical problems?
Yeah, his microphone's not working correctly, so it's either too quiet or it's too loud. So he's trying to figure it out. So we'll read messages for him if he needs it. I am your tech gremlin. Please call me. Trenchy says, sorry about this. Do not apologize, dude. It happens. Technical issues do happen.
Yeah, I think I was the last one who suffered a major technical issue.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I think most of the viewers, when it comes to you, my dear Trench, are going to be happy just seeing your beautiful face. If you were to be topless, I think you might make them faint.
No, I mean,
Exactly.
what is it? I don't know.
And we have Arthur in the chat saying, Trenchy, say something. And Trenchy says, I'm a part 2 already. Where are you guys? Have you started yet? Trenchy, we are technically still on part... We're actually in part 2. We're going to go on the Mushroom together. We've got the 43 minutes 9 seconds. We are at 28 minutes and 3 seconds.
For what?
So yes, we're well into episode.
Around. You only did it because you liked her.
That's such a classic excuse. We only teased you because we liked you.
Yeah. The amount of time. If I was given $1 to the Americans out there for every time someone said that, I'd probably be a millionaire by now.
Well, there's a line between teasing and bullying.
Usually at the point where you either threaten to kill them or they threaten to kill you.
Yeah. Like the stuff they were doing is freaking like that's bullying.
Yeah, I'm sorry, they were dicks. Trenchy says, okay, I'm on the 2 mask one. I'll wait for you guys. Trenchy, if I was to turn around and say we are at the bit where she is burying her own head, would you know roughly where we're at? Because if you're at the part where she's burying her own head, then you are in sync with us.
And this isn't her doing this, it's the mask that's making her do it.
Yeah, the mask is slowly taking over her personality and mental state.
Good idea. Oh. Oh. What is it? No, it's getting...
Okay, by the looks of it, Trenchy is caught up with us. I'm judging by the reflection in his glasses.
Art says, Trenchy is too perfect. The Matrix is compensating and scrambling the stream.
The Matrix needs him to be buff and body, so it's making the rest of us feel a bit crazy.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Everyone goes mad. The one thing that I worry about is bumping into a completely sane normal person because they go completely off the deep end quicker than anyone else.
There's no line to this mask. There's no line in between the mask and your skin. There's no place I can reach my hand in. Crazy, that's just crazy. There's no place I can reach my hand in. That's crazy, that's just crazy.
This episode isn't really that scary, but the idea of like this freaking just like becoming your face and body is still terrifying as an adult. I mean, just imagine that happening to you.
I agree. It's a bit like being taken over by an alien parasite. You don't know what's exactly being possessed.
What are you supposed to do?
It's just not the mask itself that's scary. It's just like the idea of people are so scared to look at her that they're running from her. They don't want to help her.
Yeah, they just want to let her carry on with her thing and not worry about her. Trenchy has put into the chat, yes, I already finished Silly Beth story I'm on the one with the boy. I'll wait for you. Trenchy, if you go to episode 2, we are at 32 minutes and 24, so we're near the end, about 7 minutes away from, 11 minutes away from the end of episode 2.
Don't poison me after me!
I cannot move.
Why not?
Because it is not a mask. It is the real face.
Don't understand.
Trenchy says, cool, he's all caught up.
How can they be real?
They weren't ugly in the beginning. They were beautiful.
Okay, to make sure so I don't trip over sheets.
As beautiful as any face could be.
Sorry about that. My mouse went for a dive.
Nothing like wrong. It became hideous. One after another, no matter what I did to stop the decay, no matter what I did, the formula reset.
Don't believe any of this. I don't believe any of this.
I call them the unloved ones. No one will ever love them now. No one. Only you. Oh, you're the only one who ever wanted them.
kind of feel sorry for her being trapped in that mask.
Absolutely.
Possibility to take off that mask. How many times have you taken off that mask?
It's just the idea of it that's horrific.
Yeah, the idea of having your identity slowly stripped away from you so you become this
Cannot take it off.
other thing.
Only you
Almost like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but a bit more permanent and a way more.
What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. Who are you anyway? How do you know this stuff?
I was the man who created these faces, Calibeth.
Why?
The Beldam, if we run out of time, and in case there is a second episode after this one,
Hide mine.
please let me know, because if it is, then if Trenchy doesn't mind, then after his segment, we can come back for the second half of yours.
Like this one.
That is good.
Now,
Not a problem. In that case, Trenchy, my good man, all you got to do is build 2 hours instead of 12.
Is there something else after the one on what was it 4?
After Trenchy, no one else is scheduled, so you will be the last scheduled individual to Beldam.
you are. And what's your
And then
mom?
we'll have a 6-hour break, and then it will be the after party on Anthro's channel. So you all get a bit of a well-deserved break.
Well, awake.
What's happening?
I'm just sorry that we ran a little bit over time, Mr. Beldam, because you deserved the 2 hours in full.
Well, it's partially my fault because I was trying to set like my thing up and I was just having technical problems. So I don't mind going after Trenchy.
As long as you don't mind, and it will be, I'll make sure it's advertised on my Twitter and in Facebook and everything. Because you definitely deserve to have the second episode played.
This effect is not very good.
Yeah, it's...
Even as a kid, I thought this was dumb. Just look at this.
Unfortunately, they had to do the most money-constraintive effect possible, which was taking photos, so a bit like still animation, and literally doing that with green screen on actors. It just doesn't translate well.
Right.
It just looks funky.
It's just it doesn't look.
Arthur, if you turn up for Beldam's Part 2 after Trenchy's 1 to 2 hour session, then you would have been awake for as long as I have. You definitely deserve that book.
Could you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
Oh, Arthur in the chat has turned around and said he will turn up after Trenchy's stream as well to watch the second half of The Mask on your channel.
Okay, yeah.
And that would mean that Arthur has been on the stream since I started.
Yeah, ours been going as long as we have.
Yeah, about 12 hours ago.
Yeah, I've been with you guys since yours too, Deacon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Kept everyone awake all night.
You know what? I'm a night owl. So like staying up to sleep, it's not really an issue for me.
As long as you are happy with it, then I am happy beyond punch, and I am looking forward to next year when we can schedule it a bit better and make it last maybe 24 hours.
Oh my god.
My ultimate goal is to get 36 to 48 hours worth.
Hasn't been like this long since like the creepy channel crawl.
I know the only reason I thought of doing the Halloween Hoot Nanny is because the creepy channel crawl seems to have stalled when it came to Halloween. So I thought, let's try and get something going because this community, all of us, need something at Halloween to do. We need that sense of horror.
Like this stream has not been a train wreck this year has.
Yeah, so we all needed this. We all needed a bit of fun, a bit of time to relax, banter, and just be monsters.
Oh, you can pencil me in for next year, Deacon.
Not a problem. And we've already got Arthur in the chat saying, don't you dare, Deacon. Not 24 hours. You do realise I have anti-authoritarian disorder, which means, Arthur, I'm now more tempted to go for 48.
I thought he knew better than that.
How would you get 48 hours out of us?
Oh, you'd be surprised. I had 12 hours worth of music lined up.
Oh.
Just in case.
Wow.
Well, why didn't you wear your duck costume? And why weren't you with Sabrina?
I tend to overthink and overplan things, just in case.
I think Trenchy is trying to say something.
Oh, let me check. StreamYards.
No, he's putting notes up in the stream.
6 a.m. It's 3:43 here now. Or you can push me back later if you want to. Okay, Trenchy, is it 3:43 where you are now?
Yeah, he's a couple of hours ahead of me, and it's almost 2 o'clock here.
Okay,
it's 1:49 where I'm at.
Yeah, it's 1:49 here. So Trenchy is 2 hours ahead of us.
Now that wasn't too scary, was it? Let's ask my family. Mom?
So
Dad?
that's 6 hours behind. No, 5 hours behind me.
You liked it. I hope you did too. Have a scary day, everyone.
In that case, we actually have time to do the second part now, if you want the Bedlam. That's the Beldam. Because we can stick that one on, and then we have 2 hours before it goes off. Actually, rest a little bit well, check his microphone out. So are people in the chat and is Beldam and everybody happy with that?
Works for me.
I didn't hear what you guys said. You want to? Does Trenchy want to go on next, or
basically, there's been a small confusion in time zones, where I thought Trenchy was 4 hours behind me, and it turns out he's 7.
What time is it where he's at?
Where he's at, it's 3:49 in the morning. Where I am, it's 8:50 in the morning. And I had him slated for 10 a.m. in the morning. Oh, yes, that's because next is False Proxy. False Proxy at 10 a.m. So that's now. So Trenchy in an hour and 10 minutes. Sorry about the confusion.
It's all right.
I do apologize. I am working on very little sleep. Well, practically no sleep because I woke up 36 hours ago.
Don't you just wish we could all just live in the same time zone?
Yeah. I just wish America had one time zone.
Where do you live?
England. In that case, I will put false proxies in the chat there for Trenchy. I am going to put it in the main chat for everybody else. We don't need to move over for 8 minutes, so we've got 8 minutes to sit there, chill, and chat. Then hopefully hopefully the time will be right. Then it'll be ready for Trenchy, and then after Trenchy, we can do the Beldam. If not, we can do false proxy, and then Beldam, and then Trenchy. I do apologise for the slight mishap. It's the math. 9 time zones. Why does America have 9 time zones?
Dude, even in the US we have like you said, we have different time zones over here. It's just like one person could be like 3 hours ahead, and another person could be like 4 hours behind.
Yeah, because you'd be surprised how many people turned around and said, I want my stream to happen at 10 p.m. And it's kind of like, okay, what time zone are you in? Because for me, that could be anywhere between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I just said, put me in wherever you need me.
This is why I love you, Mark. You are so laid back and willing to go with the flow.
I wasn't gonna. I was as hard as you were working to do this. I was gonna be the one guy who went, oh well, I have to have you on at this time.
Oh, don't worry. We've only had one person who has caused a minor delay. Unfortunately, Beldam, I cannot share it in the chat. I do not have permission to do so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I need a wrench, or you need to post the link yourself. So I'll post it in the private chat again for StreamYards. So just in case, you can copy and paste it over.
Okay. Yeah, I think I see it.
Just thought I'd let you know and let the chat know that I am not ignoring them. I am trying. It's just Facebook likes to be a pain in the ass. Mwah! Such a pain in the ass.
All right, I just posted it on the chat.
You are awesome. Thank you so much, because it's actually showing up now. Yay!
You're welcome.
But yes, we still have about 5 minutes just to chat and banter. So what would you guys like to talk about?
What do you guys have you guys read the Haunted Mask book, and how would you compare it to the episode?
Ooh, the book was a long time ago.
Yeah, same here.
But I would have to say, from what I remember, the book was darker.
Yeah.
So I think the series, if it wasn't capped by the PG-10 demographic, they would have been able to do justice to the full story, but they had to either cut or simplify things for the audience.
You know, even for like you said, even though the series was made for a younger audience, the books are actually much darker than the TV shows and the movie. Like,
yeah,
there was some. I'm not even like exaggerating. There was like some pretty intense stuff in there in the books. And, like the shows and the movies seem a lot more safe in a way. They didn't have too much like I've read
Well,
freaking and just wild Goosebumps books. And just
well, if you were to ask R.L. Stein about his books versus the TV series, he will always say his books are written for 14, maybe 15-year-olds upwards, whereas the TV series and the movies are made for 10-year-olds or younger.
yeah.
So unfortunately, a lot of his nuance, a lot of the story, the darker elements get completely lost.
That just the series as a whole, it was just it's nostalgic for me. But I will always say that the books are actually better because, like you said, like they have a more horrific, darker tone than the show did.
Yeah, and you also get a bit more invested in the characters because the best example is Slappy.
Oh,
If you follow him from the books, he is a dark, sadistic, maniacal psychopath. Whereas in the TV series and the movies, he's I am the stereotypical happy villain. It just doesn't come off as well as it does in the books.
Honestly, though, if we're speaking about scary Goosebumps episodes, I thought the one that I remember watching the most of as a kid was Bride of the Living Dummy. If you've ever seen that episode, that episode was freaking scary.
And we have Trenchy in the private chat saying, I love Haunting Hour, the series. It keeps his character elements as darker as possible, but also sorry for being mute. No, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the Haunting Hour, I agree. That show was a lot darker than Goosebumps. Hell, even the Nightmare Room was scarier than Goosebumps. If you guys watch that show,
Oh no, I know exactly what you're on about because even Are You Afraid of the Dark had some scary episodes, but it was Are You Afraid of the Dark, the latest series all the latest seasons where they really drove home the horror and terror.
yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark was basically like a kid version of Tales from the Crypt. It was horrific and goofy.
Okay, I am keeping an eye on False Proxy's channel, and so far nothing is coming up. No live broadcast, nothing scheduled. So
Did we forget?
Maybe. I did tell him the time zone difference. It was 4 hours. So we will see. But, Mr. Beldam, until we hear otherwise, because I want to try and keep this bowl rolling, shall we put on the second episode until False Proxy turns up in the chat and says, I'm ready!
If you guys want to do that, sure.
I'm happy with doing so, my good man. I would rather we keep the bowl rolling than allow it to fall to the side.
Trenchy's okay with it too.
In that case, I think we have a plan. In that case, I will message False Proxy quickly on Twitter and let him know what the plan is and to message us when he is ready. So please start off without me while I'm typing this up, and I will ask for a timestamp in a second.
Close. That's it.
copying the YouTube stream, sending it to false proxy now. There we go. And we are on Goosebumps Season 2, Episode 10, Haunted Mask 2. And what timestamp are we at, my good people?
Hang on, I'm still looking for it.
Oh, no. Do you want me to send you a link?
Said it was in Season 2.
Sending it via the private chat now, and also putting it in the stream chat so people can watch along. And it is on YouTube, so just watch as you feel free. If the link does not appear in the chat, please ask the Beldam for it, and he will post it in the chat for you. For I am not God, I can only do what I can. Although some people may wish I was God. I feel sorry for those people. All right, Trinity says he has got his copy ready. Mark, do you have yours ready? And the Beldam, do you have yours ready?
I am almost there.
Not a problem. In that case, when everybody's ready, just raise your hands and we'll let Beldam count us down.
Okay.
Because you are the god of this realm.
Is everyone ready?
Yep, Trenchies ready. So all you got to do is count us down. Let us know when to press play.
Okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go.
Two.
Well, the intro music is quite catchy.
Yeah, it is.
I wish they would have used this theme in the Goosebumps movie.
Unfortunately, they couldn't get the rights for it because R.L. Stine doesn't own it.
I think Fox owns this, right?
Yeah, which is a pain in the butt. Fox owns all of the audio, but none of the visuals, whereas R.L. Stine owns all of the visuals, and none of the audio.
I'm R.L. Stine. I write the Goosebumps books.
I wish Fox would have did this movie and did the movies instead of Sony.
The Haunted Mask 2.
Yeah, at least that way they would have been able to incorporate both the audio and the visuals together.
The Mask Maker left.
Yeah.
In a very big.
And they probably could have made a better story, anyways.
Yeah, I completely agree. If you're going to give the movie rights over to someone, give it to people who have already done it before, not noobs who don't know what they're doing.
I freaking hated what Sony did with the property. Like, in my opinion, I think they missed the whole like feel of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I want to take a chance.
That's just with the first movie. I actually kind of enjoyed the second one a lot more because that one actually felt like Goosebumps.
Whereas I do have to reiterate a point from earlier. casting Jack Black as R.L. Stein. No. No.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's comical, but he's not creepy.
Yeah, when I think creepy, I don't think it's Jack Black.
Yeah. When you think Jack Black, you think put down his
You were so much more fun last year.
and
Oh, you're so much more scareable. That was last year.
See, this one gets so overshadowed by the original, but I think I prefer it to the original one because, like I said, it just feels much bigger in story. And it has more. It has more Halloween than the first one did.
The mask definitely was.
Just like in look.
So it got stuck. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, come on, Cardi Beth. Just tell me where you got the mask. Forget it. Now will you tell me? Give it back. Tell me where you got it.
Oh my god.
And plus, this guy, this actor, he actually did a better job than the last actor who played Chuck.
When are you guys gonna grow up? Give it back. This isn't funny. Tell me where you got it, Cardi Beth. That was scary tomorrow night.
And say hello
See,
quickly.
This is the kind of stuff you would read in the books. This is the kind of feel that R.L. Stein wrote.
Yeah. Thanks, Sabrina. I guess you're
It's this balance of horror with comedy, but it's actually done well.
Yeah.
Scary. Shut up. What do you got that mask anyway?
Right. What I am going to do is mute myself mute myself or I'll take myself off screen while I'm eating food.
Okay.
Right, in that case, I will mute myself so I can still chat.
Hello, I'm R.L. Stein. I write the good.
I must hurry.
SpongeBob. In a few minutes, you're going to see one of my favorite.
Who's there?
Story from the lake. The Haunted Mask is a frightening Halloween story about a day in the...
It's just as I feared, isn't it?
The horror begins when Carly Beth puts on...
I will stop you.
on the moving Haunted Mask, and it ends when you discover...
See, some of those masks look a lot more horrific than the one she's wearing. Or the one she was wearing, at least.
There is nothing more powerful than the love of her family and friends.
I tried to get that old man mask from Trick or Treat Studios, but it is sold out everywhere.
What's so scary about that? You'll see.
I'm kind of surprised. You didn't think they would be that popular, would you?
What's wrong with you?
The Haunted Mask?
The old man mask.
Like our last chance to do something really
Oh
scary.
yeah, like that one, like this one, like the original Old Man Mask, like they're super
It's
popular.
just passing us by. There's stuff we gotta try. The years
Like
go by.
you can't
before
find
know
it
you're
anywhere
a
anymore.
disgusting old man.
I drool sometimes.
Yeah, you're a disgusting young man.
No, cheer up. We still get to go trick-or-treating.
The only thing they have
That's
left
great.
is
Hey, we get
the
our
mask
mommies
from
to go with
Attack,
us, too.
the Attack of the
That would
Jack-o'-lanterns
scare
and Slappy.
Oh, do you want to hear something interesting, Nibaldam?
Kind of reminds you of the mask
Sure.
really bad than last year.
I made a miscalculation with the time. You've actually got 48 minutes to play with.
Hey, come on!
So you actually get 3 hours. Ooh. It kind of works out.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He was right here.
I think this episode is like an hour long.
Yeah, so it really works out because then we can have a discussion afterwards and just enjoy ourselves.
It's just a bunch of old stories.
Check it out. Magic mask.
Yeah, where did that come from?
You think that's what that guy wanted us to see?
I do apologize.
Not sure. I just have this creepy feeling. Came from around there.
And 20 comments going, I didn't notice this before. Because the old man
Look, they're closed for business. I gotta get home and get ready for tonight. You gotta get
anyone else.
stuff.
Forget that stupid pirate junk.
What'd you say, Deacon?
Trenchy has turned around and said, I didn't notice this before, but does the old man mask look like it has a walrus attached to it as well? To anyone else? It kind of does. It kind of looks like an old man mixed with a walrus.
The old man mask looks like creepy German guy and Walter's love child.
And be honest, if you guys were this kid's age, would you go down there just to see if there was anything you could snag?
You're chatting to a guy who didn't mind urban exploring and urban diving.
So that's a yes then.
Yeah, I'm not adverse to deep diving into dark places.
You're also talking to a guy who got a running head start and jumped into shark-infested waters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did without realizing it.
Mm-hmm. And had a blast.
Which mask do you think is scarier, this one or the original?
I'd probably have to go with the original just for, the shock and awe value of the head opening its eyes and talking. Yeah,
if we're going for initial impact versus overall story, first one gets you for impact, but overall story, the second one gets you because it's more well planned out.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think this mask is a little scarier than the first one, just because it probably has to do with like spiders in the hair that turn real, and it like the original, it doesn't just turn him evil; it starts to like age him too. So he's like it's hard for him to breathe, like an old man.
Yeah, it's as if he suffers from progeria, rapid aging. Here's your costume for Halloween. I look all cute and fluffy.
Sorry, Mom. I just need a couple minutes while I'm right now, all right? Just came up.
Remember how Chuck had a parrot on his shoulder last year? Well, you're gonna have the same thing.
Sheesh, Mama. This is great. I really appreciate it. Just give me a couple minutes and I'll break down, okay? Okay?
great. Wow.
I like your answer, Trenchy.
To read out Trenchy's respond. The original has the better story. Master wants to be loved and will possess its host. Make sure it never gets hungry. Again, like its OG owner did too. It is a very interesting story. No, I agree. It's an interesting story. The first one gives you a awesome preference for what the mask can do, and in the second one, they sit there going, "This is how it can go." You're welcome, Trench. Anytime.
Already. Thanks, Mom. I'm late. I have to use
It's funny that Slappy has so many sequels, yet the Haunted Mask has a more interesting Well, no, not. I want to say not interesting because Slappy isn't interesting as a character, but he's gotten so many sequels at this point. He has a series literally surrounded, focused on him now. But the Haunted Mask, it only has, I think, 4 books so far, and it's just more. It's just an interesting thing to explore.
But be careful.
Do the duck walk, Carly Beth. I love that. It's gonna be such a great Halloween. You know, Carly Beth.
At least she got a better cat costume this year.
I know you don't like talking about it, but I just wanted to say whatever happened, I'm just glad you're happy and we're out here having fun. I'm glad too, Sabrina. Hey, look at Chuck.
I don't know this, Chuck. Is he, one of the Tatagola family?
What? I can't understand a word you're saying. What are you supposed to be?
A tough guy. Mafia. You know.
Hello.
A gangster.
I'm R.L. Stein. I write the Goosebumps book. In a few minutes, you're going to see one of my favorite stories come alive.
Still gonna
The
be
Haunted Mask is a frightening Halloween story about a girl named Carly Beth. The horror begins when Carly Beth puts on the evil haunted mask, and then discovers that there is nothing more powerful than the love of her alien friend. What's so scary about that?
Why do you care, anyway?
Please beware, you're in for a scare.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I have been drinking too much rum.
Look, where'd that come from? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be right out, Mom.
Why'd you in your costume?
Wow.
I'm gonna get changed for your costumes. Me? What's wrong with you? Just my costume. I wear just getting psycho every day.
Is me or anyone else slightly jealous at the amount of jack-o'-lanterns and actual Halloween decorations they have?
Oh, definitely jealous.
Curse you, COVID!
Good night.
That is like my life goal. I want to decorate my bedroom to look like just like a horror or party Halloween store.
Probably you, Carly Beth. Thought I heard footsteps.
I get the feeling you might enjoy Stitched Together Productions.
Oh my god, he is my favorite YouTuber.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He's got quality in editing down to an art.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like he just got a Patreon not too recently, and you better believe I'm freaking supporting that. It's like, because he's been gone for so long, and when he finally came back, people were just ecstatic.
Yeah, he was He was gone for 2 years and 1 month.
He's one of my favorite YouTubers.
Golly, Beth, you should have seen
And
your
he's such a
face.
nice guy too.
That was the best one yet, Golly, Beth.
But yeah, I agree. His
He
stuff
loves-
deserves to be watched by
He loves,
everyone.
he loves like
Stop!
his fans.
Why? So you can laugh at me some more?
Chuck, wait. Oh man, you were so scared. You were shaking. Mask, where'd you get it? Come here, come here.
Promise you won't tell anyone.
Took it from that store?
It's out of business.
Let me see it.
Can't tell anyone, okay? You promise?
Yes, okay.
I do apologise, Art. It appears we've had a few comments from Art in the chat, which I have gone overlooking. The most recent ones are, geez, I didn't realise Jack Black played R.L. Stein himself. What the fuck? We've also got Arthur saying at 4:20, oh yeah. And then we have Arthur Brummer coming in going, oh yeah.
Spiders look so real.
Greatest!
How are you doing that voice?
What voice? It's my own voice, you jerk! Watch this. Oh, thank you!
Excuse me!
Make me!
Steve, are you nuts?
I'm trying to figure out what's scarier, the fact that the guy is wearing a mask and feels like he's getting older, or the fact that most of us sitting here feel like that 9 times out of 10.
Energy. Energy is what I need.
You said you feel like that?
Yeah, what's worse, being a young kid and wearing a mask and it taking you over and feeling like that, or being our age and feeling like that 9 times out of 10?
Talking about? We're gonna terrorize the neighborhood.
I think the second one.
This is our night.
We feel like that year round though.
Energy, that's all.
Sometimes I definitely feel like I'm 100 years old. But then again, I remember that I am a monster, so I'm a 312-year-old.
Weak, stupid boy.
What's wrong with you? Would you take off that mask, please?
Please, please.
Why don't you go home? I don't want to see your crybaby face.
And we have a message from False Proxy saying that he's ready to go at, well, in 35 minutes, so when this finishes, or he can go earlier if you need him to, the Bedlam. So it's up to you.
In our story, The Haunted Mask.
I say let's watch the end of this and then go over to his.
Store where the haunted mask was made. It looks as if the mask maker left in a very big hurry. Wonder why?
It turns out
You
the
just said,
timing.
Frenchie,
Viewers beware.
in the private chat, how wasn't this little fucker got laid out right now?
Yeah, I'm sorry, that kid around our area would have definitely been knocked the fuck out by Fortnite.
Awesome. I think our costumes look really good. Our moms did a really good job. Your costume was the hit of the party, Curly Beth. Everyone loves a two-headed girl. Are you going to wear it tomorrow for trick-or-treat? I don't want to take a chance on breaking it. What time is it anyway? It's after 10. We better hurry. My mom's going to have a fit. So is mine. Something terrible's going to happen to me. Wait, what's wrong?
Where are you guys at in the episode? Because I'm near the ending of the first part.
I am at...
Well.
If we accumulate the 2 episodes to 44 minutes, then I'm at 21.
I don't know. I just got that old Steve and Chuck feeling.
You should have seen your faces. You guys are like,
Not the part where the trick-or-treaters are at the door and you really want to say, what the fuck are that?
terrible. That was last year. Hey, whatever happened to that Halloween mask you had last year?
Yeah, that thing was amazing.
Oh, that was terrifying.
I got rid of it.
How come? It was so cool.
It wasn't cool. It was evil. Really evil. It wouldn't come off. It became part of my face. Ask Sabrina. She was there.
Well, the mask definitely would have
Doing, Deacon?
got stuck.
I'm just going with the groove,
Oh, come on, Cardi. Beth. Just tell me.
Oh.
eating hash browns, enjoying the music.
Give it back.
Tell me where you got it.
My mom against sculpture. It's very important.
Here, Steve.
Steve, quit being a jerk.
Steve, come on.
You better not break that.
Don't give it to her.
When are you guys gonna
Here,
grow up?
Steve.
Give it back. This isn't funny.
Tell me where you got it, Cardi. Beth. That was scary tomorrow
The way
night.
he's walking around at the moment, I might be a little bit ahead of you, but he's walking around like, I'm a deer-actic old man. Give me help.
Thanks, Sabrina.
Yeah. Thanks, Sabrina.
I guess you're just gonna have to be a jolly old pirate. Come on, Carly, let's go.
Yeah.
I could hear somebody just watching it from the beginning.
Maybe you could be a scary.
Shut up. What'd you do with that mask anyway?
I buried it in a place where no one will ever find it.
See, what's worse, the actor having fake spiders on his face, or the fact that they actually had to put real spiders on the mask in order to make it look realistic?
At the party store? Did you get it at the party store? Business.
Sorry.
For every 10 minutes that passes, the kid seems to age about 20 years.
It wasn't.
It's important.
I think it's scarier than the original.
Trisha wants to know for us to let them know when we're on the second episode.
I think we're on the second episode now, where the old mask is slowly taking over, and now the rest of trick-or-treaters are trying to find him. Because where I am at 24 minutes and 37 seconds in the 2-part episode. Don't know about the rest of you guys. Please let me know if I'm ahead of you.
Where'd you say you were at?
25 minutes.
Okay, because I just started the second half of the second episode.
In that case, that would be 22, 23. He's just figured out the mask is stuck to his head. And he's bumped into Count Dracula and the football glitch.
What?
He snuck in the back door.
Was the owner there, the shopkeeper?
I don't know. I don't think so. It was so real.
I was looking for you after class.
What happened when you picked him up?
Do it yourself.
First,
Take your last chance to do something really scary.
and he liked that. And then he got really, really tired. It was freaky.
What's up? I'm passing his by, man. It's just passing his by. Stop with that shot. You have to walk before you know what you're doing. Disgusting old man.
I drool sometimes.
Yeah, you're a disgusting young man.
No, cheer up. We still get to go trick-or-treating.
That's great. Maybe we can get our mommies to go with us too. I don't want to scare somebody.
Did you see that? Carly Beth had last year.
Hey, mister! Where'd you get that mask? right here. You pointed over there and I asked him where he got his mask. You pointed over there? Come on, let's go.
It's just a bunch of old stories.
Check it out. Novelty shop. Magic. Masks. You think that's what that guy wanted us to see? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure how he feels right now is how the majority of people feel in 2020 with the COVID.
Around there.
It's open.
Well, look, they're closed for business. I gotta get home, get ready for tonight. You gotta get your pirate stuff.
Oh, forget that stupid pirate junk. Let's go in here. Maybe we can find some cool stuff.
I don't like it, Steve.
Oh, what do you mean? The door is open.
Doesn't feel right. Let's get out of here.
Come on, take a moment. Are you coming?
No.
Or we have Al Capone, a tiger, and a duck. Am I at the right time code?
Art wants to know who's next. He's got to jump if he's not back in time.
Who's asking who's next?
Yeah, Art's asking who's next. He's got to jump in the shower.
Arthur, next is the false proxy session. I will try linking his page into the chat. If not, I might have to ask the dear Beldam to do so. For some reason, Facebook, for some reason, YouTube does not like me.
All right.
There we go, and I'll put it in the StreamYard private chat just in case.
Steve, don't you think so?
There we go. Yep, we've still got 25 minutes, so there is no rush. Oh, and Arthur says he got the link. Awesome. It's appearing in the chat.
Okay. So that's Proxy's channel then?
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't worry. There's 22 minutes of this left, and you still have 25, maybe 30 minutes. So there's no rush.
Terrible
So
stuff.
don't panic. Relax. Carry on watching and take the mick out of this thing. We'll praise it.
Yeah, I'll be right out, Mom.
Relax. Go to it when you want to go to it.
Who's in here with you?
Although I do find it strange that in the second telling of the haunted mask, she has decided to wear the duck outfit her mum made her. She learnt her lesson.
Are you sure you're okay?
I was about to say, can you blame her?
Inside my car. Of course I'm alone. I don't need your sarcasm.
Mommy,
Just need a couple
I
minutes.
need a new costume. Here, wear the duck.
Came up.
Yeah, I'll wear the duck.
Yeah, the duck sounds
Remember how
peachy.
Chuck had a parrot on his shoulder last year? Well, you're gonna have the same thing.
What has the duck ever done to me?
True, I really
Absolutely
appreciate it.
nothing.
Just give me a couple minutes and I'll be right down. Okay? It's great. Wow, pirate.
Nobody wants to be a pirate.
Of course no one wants to be a pirate. You have to walk around on a peg leg and with one eye missing. Think of the depth perception on the stairs. Woof!
Yeah, I'm coming, Mom. Yeah?
The two masks collide. Old v's young, mean v's apathetic.
Mom? Mom, where are you?
Mother, what did you do?
What did you do? What did you do? I fucked your father without a condom and I made you.
Yeah, how would that conversation have played out in Psycho? That,
God, that's worse.
I heard of that mask. I didn't like it.
Do you want to go as a duck or as a bumblebee?
Why? Because if you put it on 3 times,
Oh,
it
you
doesn't
can just
come off.
imagine her mother sitting her down and saying, "Oh, you're attacked by 200 masks. This is why you make sure that you always wear a rubber, but not on your head."
It's great. I'll see you later, Mom.
Okay. Have a good time, sweetheart.
I will. Okay, bye.
So be careful.
You see, I wear this face to appease people, whereas 9 times out of 10, I think I look like the old mask in this episode.
Curly Beth. I love that. It's going to be such a great Halloween. You know, Curly Beth, last year when all that stuff happened to you with the mask? Yeah. I know you don't like talking about it, but I just wanted to say whatever happened, I'm just glad you're happy and we're out here having fun. I'm glad to see you.
Nice little doggo.
Hey, look at Chuck.
I don't know this Chuck. Is he one of the Taco family?
What? I can't understand a word you're saying. What are you supposed to be?
A tough guy. Mafia. You know.
He's a fucking idiot.
A gangster, like in the movies.
Oh.
We got Chucky Capone.
I'm going to get him.
We haven't got Chucky Capone, we've got Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't know.
Basically, yeah.
Party store.
Party store? Where? On 10th Street?
Yeah, I think so. Just over the train tracks.
Did Steve go in?
It's out of business.
So he didn't go in, right?
No, he didn't. Why do you care, anyway?
No reason.
See, at some point, that kid is going to get to the age where he's going to require diapers, and his mum's not going to be impressed.
Yeah, I'll be right out, Mom.
Oh, but Sonny, I raised you since you were a youngin'. You're now 12, and I have to change your diapers again?
I'm gonna get changed over at Chuck's.
Sparky?
What's the matter with you? What have you got in there? Nothing. Just my costume.
Sparky!
I swear, Mom. I thought I was getting more and more psycho every day.
Sparky!
Oh my!
Come back, Shane.
We'll see you later, Mom.
Gotta leave the parent that's in the back filming his kids.
I need your help. Come on.
Bill, what do you have to film me?
I don't want anyone to see me this old and this decrepit and me crapping my own pants because I forgot it was Tuesday. Oh, a lonely old man walking down a dark alleyway.
At some point, he's going to resemble the old man riding his bike from In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh, yeah. And then keel over and die.
Yeah.
Or at least we can hope so.
One can only hope.
Who are you?
Well, we've got a tiger burning bright, like a furnace in the night. We've got a gangster who will shoot you in the evening. And then we have a fuck it up.
Before I took them. That's what I said.
Ooh, we have a Jen in the chat saying, me and the boy both have been passed out for the last hour. I think we need to go to bed. Sorry I couldn't make it for the whole thing. Good luck with the rest of the Hoot Nanny, guys. Good night and happy Halloween.
That store.
Good night, Jen. Thanks for trying to stick it as long as you could. I do realise time zones do make it quite difficult. So, thank you anyway. It's much appreciated. Now go and get some sleep.
Let me see
Or I'll
it.
yodel at you.
They may take our lives, but we'll never fall asleep.
Yep. And the last thing you want me to do is yodel. Because can you imagine me going, yodel at you? Go to bed, Jen.
Oh, it feels like skin. Dry old skin.
I know.
Those spiders look so real.
Yeah, they make creams for dry old skin. Maybe you should
How
try
are you
some.
doing that voice?
What voice? It's my own voice, you jerk.
E45.
I don't know.
Relax
I think
and
you've been
cream.
smoking too many Marble Loaves.
I'm old, I'm leathery, insects are covering me. Yeah, that's what you get for hanging around inside the Texas Chainsaw House. I do like how the other main character is trying to drive him nuts.
I tried to reclaim my childhood.
I have a leather face, but it was not from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's made out of real leather.
Why does my face feel like the backside of a Texan? Because it was made from the backside of a Texan.
You're flipping out like this. I don't think I want to be around, okay?
What are you talking about? We're gonna terrorize the neighborhood.
See, you know, it's going to sound absolutely evil of me, but those two couldn't terrorize a neighborhood. No. They could do it if they had microphone, if they had walkie-talkies, explosives, maybe some fireworks, but not just then. Then again, am I being a bit brave? And we have Trenchy in the private chat going, I'm running on pure caffeinated energy at this point. Well, dude, if you need to take a break and if you want to leave your segment until probably an hour or so before Anthro's after party, then please do. I don't want you to go out of your way or wear yourself down for this little hoot nanny all through together. Please don't. It's here for fun. But if anyone needs to pass out, please feel free. I will not hold it against you.
Oh, you
The only thing I will hold against you is probably my underpants.
Okay. Hold still. I don't see any bottom to this mask.
My shirt.
I don't know what you're talking about. There is no line. It's just a mask. That's not a mask, mister. That's your face.
I do like that line. That's not a mask, mister. That's your face.
Did you guys find him? No. I looked all over Maple and up and down.
I mean, imagine if you put on a freaking Trump mask and it stuck to your face.
Oh my god, and you slowly turn into Trump. Oh, a fate worse than semi-death.
More houses and then we're gonna go home. But Mom, you promised. It's getting late and it's way past your bedtime. But you promised.
Please, help me.
Help me.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wait.
Either kill him to get it over with, or remove the mask. One or two. Well, fuck a duck. What luck. She was the one who managed to get the mask out.
He's out of business.
So, is it just me? The sound being pulled off and the sounds like an old
Why do you think Steve would come back here?
Because that's what I did. When the mask wouldn't come off, I came here, and the owner of the store helped me. How did the store owner help you? He told me to find a symbol of love.
I don't get it.
You know that plaster Paris head of me you were throwing around last night?
Yeah,
Well, my mom made that for me because she loves me.
yeah, so?
So that's the symbol of love. The symbol of love is
dealing with this graveyard makes
I don't know,
me
Carly Beth.
the universal
It's
monster
too weird for me.
and I love it.
Hello? Hello?
There's no one in there.
It is a good point. The graveyard does remind you of some of the universal monsters.
I don't see
The graveyard reminds me of Thriller.
I feel so.
I'm expecting zombies to come out of it anytime now.
What? Maybe we should go, Carly Beth. We can't. He said the back door was open. Show it to me.
Do we have to?
Yes, Carly Beth, go in the back door.
Go in the back door every time. It might be a bit of a squeeze, but hey. See, when he was asking for a facial, I don't think that's what he was expecting.
Hello?
And Georgie says, I will say I think the final of this is better because the boy sacrifices himself for Xalibeth, so to speak. Yeah, he does sacrifice himself to make sure that she survives, so kudos to him.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Nobody's here, Carly Beth. Steve's not here, okay?
Steve's not here,
somebody in
man.
there.
Steve's not here.
Shopkeeper.
Probably a couple of bums in there.
Maybe a bum or two, but no Steve's.
Come on, Carly, let's go. Carly?
Just be glad they're not called Dave, otherwise I'd be doing a Cheech and Chong impression.
Maybe Steve's okay.
Yeah, maybe Chuck's right, Carly Beth.
Maybe he just took off that stupid mask. He just took it off and now he's at home.
Listen, we'll go by his house, see if he's there. I'll bet you that's where he is.
I can just see him now, sitting on his bed, kicking back, counting his candy.
Sure hope so.
We kind of hope so, otherwise we've left him to die.
It's good enough for us.
Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay, Eddie?
Trying to get to an old man. No, it can't be that. It has to be a dream. It's got to be a dream. Oh, got to get
And Trunchy says, great picks, Mr. Beldam. And I have to agree, a nice pick from the Goosebumps arrival for a nice Halloween story. Frenchy brought up a really good point, so yeah.
Thank you, Frenchy. Again, I just thought it would be another choice because it's Halloween and all.
No, it's definitely an excellent choice.
old man. I'm not an old man. I'm a kid. You were. Until you chose the mask. Now the mask and you are one. You're an old man.
feeble, helpless old man.
Oh, he's so mean.
You're so old now.
You will do as I say. Bring it to me. What? The head of Carly Beth.
I need the head. I need the head.
It lies implanted in her warm and lighted house. You said statue thing? Yes. Bring it to me. Never want to see your young face again. I will wait. In the cemetery, I will wait amidst the gravestones by the stroke of midnight, and not 1 second later.
See, it's a whole Rapunzel situation here, isn't it? You must get it done by midnight, or you shall turn back into either a pumpkin, a monster, or a lizard thing.
Hello? Hello?
You have to admit, if you were a kid watching this for the very first time, it would be quite freaky. Especially if you just watched Halloween 3.
Gotta get going. Gotta get going.
Steve! Steve! Wait.
Did you hear something?
I guess not. Steve!
Here,
Did Halloween 3. It was underrated.
Dip into horror, the horror genre.
I'm supposed to call my mom from your house by midnight.
It was like what got me into horror in the first place.
I have to kind of agree with you. For me, it was my gateway drug was Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I remember.
Yeah.
Come on.
That one, this one, and Are You Afraid of the Dark, were my like the things that got me like the stepping stone.
But I have to admit, my first horror was introduced me to It, the 1990 classic, when I was a wee baby.
Did you bring it? Yes.
Someone get that man an inhaler! He's gonna die! Any moment now!
Someone give him life support.
Someone give him CPR!
He needs oxygen.
He needs oxygen! Or a lung transplant! Oh, and we have Trenchy coming into the private chat going, "Oh, Deacon, I realised what may have added to the confusion. American clocks went backwards yesterday or tonight." Yeah, that may have done it. There's at least one time zone that I didn't account for the drift for, so I think that was false proxies. And yours, unfortunately, my dear Trench. So what it means is, after false proxy, if Trenchy wants to take a few hours break, he's more than welcome to. So something tells me he's deserved it. But this is what I have to say, and everybody say it with me. Gosh, you fucking time zones!
More spiders, anyone?
I can understand if America had 3 time zones, just 3, but you've got fucking 9.
The Texer is gone. Let's not keep her waiting.
I heard voices. So did I. Carly Beth! Carly Beth, calm down! God, it's just a hole. It's gone. There's nothing there. What is she talking about? Carly Beth, please calm down!
Carly Beth won't calm down. Being taken by the mask and the old man, or at least the old fart, is losing his mind.
Were you wearing the mask?
Oh shit!
Country has just said, whenever you need me, I'm down to rock and roll for any amount of time.
Let her go!
Country, if you want, after post proxy session, do you want to take a 5-hour break, get a bit of sleep, and then do an hour or 2 before Anthros?
Your eyes will see through mine.
So I'd rather everybody enjoy themselves and relax and not push themselves too much. The only person who needs to suffer is me.
Are you okay?
Remove that mask, young man. Remove it now.
Hey. Is that all it is? It's just a mask? It's just a mask!
Of course it's just a mask. What did you think it was going to be? Your buttocks?
Remove that mask, young man. Remove it now.
How?
When you tried to protect Carly Beth,
Is that all it
you
is?
threw yourself in front of the horse mask.
It's just a mask!
Was a seal.
Boy, this is a little too deep for me.
A wading pool's too deep for you, Clark. We looked for you. We thought you could help.
I was trapped within the mask.
How?
The boy freed me. Saved you.
Well, I didn't want her to get hurt.
Protect Carly.
You know?
This is
Halloween brought the evil to life.
Fair.
Your actions put it to rest.
Brought the evil to life. Your actions put it to rest.
Actions, noble as they were, laid this creature to rest.
You know, he is kind of like the haunted mask version of Dr. Loomis.
Yeah.
Everything he says that
or the funeral director slash mortician from Final Destination.
Like your dad said, you can
Yeah.
Carly Beth, your mom is coming to pick up with you and Sabrina.
Thanks, Mrs. Boswell.
And Chuck, your dad said you can sleep over. Great.
How come you're so quiet? What's wrong? Nothing. I'm fine.
How come you're so quiet?
I guess Halloween isn't such a big deal for you anymore, huh?
Yeah, I guess I'm getting too old.
Too old.
Give me
Yeah.
you're never too old for Halloween, kid.
chocolate.
Give me it. Yeah, here. Well, I'm making some hot chocolate.
Yes. Yes, Mom. That is the cure to all things. Hot chocolate.
Think what I'm thinking?
You think what I'm thinking?
Let's create a fire hazard.
Oh, fire hazards? Someone say fire hazard? Yes! Fire! Fire! Fire burn. Oh. Fire burn down village. Oh.
My chocolate's ready.
We have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. After this stream, in a bit, we will head over to False Proxy Session. And then we are going to allow Trenchy to have a break.
It's just the dog.
Sleep deprivation. I completely agree with you, Trenchy. Working on caffeine, sleep deprivation, and alcohol.
That's my one weakness.
You enjoyed that story.
My one weakness.
He brought me some of his trick-or-treat goodies.
He brought me some of his trick-or-treat goodies.
Aww.
Favorite.
Cream filling.
Everyone, my favorite.
Right, everyone.
And people say he's a bad actor.
Oh, that was entertaining, wasn't it? I like that.
Yeah, I like it both.
The good news and the bad news is I'm still waiting for False Proxy Session to get in touch, but as Trenchy let me know, time delay in bloody America with time zones and everything, I may have fucked up on one bit of math. So we might actually have 56 minutes to play with. Welcome to my hell.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Ooh, Trenchy has just given us a very good suggestion. Dear Beldam, do you have one more episode of Goosebumps, or at least a double bill, that you would like to go through with us? You name it, and I will find it.
I think I have one more. It's
which
pretty
one?
short though. You guys don't mind?
That's all right. What season and episode?
Well,
What season and
That's a good one. Definitely a good one.
Ignore the question mark. I didn't ignore you. How can you ignore you, you sexy bitch, Trenchy?
No one can ignore you, Trenchy. The only difference is here in the UK. Oh, just wait. Apparently. Sorry, Mr. Beldam. False Proxy Session has just sent me a message going, he is ready. So,
all right,
would you like
cool.
to? Okay, I will send him a message saying, we are moving now.
Well, we're moving on up to the east side.
To your channel. See you in a few, my dear friend, False Proxy. There we go. This is why I just want people to message me with their time so I can say, yes, they are ready. But in that case, do people need the links to his channel again, just in case?
No, I'm heading over there already.
Right, in that case, I shall put it in the chat here. StreamYard chat. There we are, my gentlemen. In case anyone needs it, there you are. And I shall all meet you over in False Proxy's page and hopefully his live stream in a few minutes.
All right.
But I do have to say, Mr. Beldam, absolute perfect selection. One hell of a nice way to spend 2 hours. I have
Yeah,
to
it was.
So
Thank
you
you.
definitely get 2 thumbs up from this monster.
And this monster. Oh, wait, I'm a monster. He's a monster.
He's a monster, I'm a monster. And he's a flasher.
Well,
Yeah.
myself, I was gonna say, myself and my haunted mask. Thank you for joining me and not leaving me here to deal with the stream on my own. Again, I'm kind of getting used to this whole thing. Like I haven't this whole video thing. Like I've always been shy, so.
Well, if you ever need anyone to jump in the stream, please send a message to me, Mark, or Trenchy, and we will jump straight in.
That's right.
Anytime. All right?
Thank you.
Not a problem. You have been a gracious host, and I speak for everyone on the stream and in the chat by saying thank you so much, and you have been absolutely awesome. And even Trenchy said you did a spectacular job, sir.
He did.
So
thank you.
Definitely
Mark.
Definitely give yourself a pat on the back, 5 stars, and you, Mark, Trenchy, and a few other people are slated for next year, no matter what.
I'll try to think of something. I'll try to think of something to do next year then.
Well, you got 12 months. Well, in that case, my fellow friendly fiends, I shall see you on the other channel. Bye.